Hey everyone, my name is Simpzy. How you all doing? Welcome back to some more Crusader Kings 3. Here today on the channel, we're going to be starting a brand new series on the Game of Thrones mod. We're going to be playing as House Baratheon. We're going to be playing as Lord Robert. We're going to be playing as Bobby B. So, if you'd like the sound of that, feel free to leave the video a like and subscribe if you're new. I'd really much appreciate it. Alrighty, we're going to try and bring down the Mad King and Prince Rhaegar. So, without further ado, start the damn video, Simpzy, before I piss myself. Alright, welcome to Robert's Rebellion. My beloved Lyanna has been kidnapped by the vile Prince Rhaegar. After protesting to King Aerys, Rickard Stark was burned alive while his son Brandon looked on. Aerys II, the Mad King, has demanded that Jon Arryn, my guardian, turn me over. He has refused. Now Eddard Stark of the North, Jon Arryn of the Vale, Hoster Tully of the Riverlands, and I, Robert Baratheon of the Stormlands, stand against the Mad King. We may not yet know who should succeed the king, but one thing is for certain. Rhaegar's gonna die for taking my wife. Alright, the reign of the dragon is over. We stand together outside the gates of the treacherous Gold Town. Alright, so Bobby B, 19, betrothed to Lyanna, Eddard, and Jon Arryn is here. I do kind of like the theory that, like, maybe they were already going to coup the Mad King before Rhaegar gave them a cause. Right, so anyway, for Lyanna. So, let's have a look at Bobby B. 19 years of age. Heir Stannis. Gonna have to try and get him married off. He is wrathful, brave, lustful. Pretty decent traits. Herculean, strong. Alright, well, let's start off this campaign. So, we've got the Martells and the Tyrells supporting King Aerys. And we're going to wait for the Tullys, the Starks, and Jon Arryn to push south. Tywin is sitting neutral, so we're still yet to get fully married to Lyanna. I can look to marry off Stannis, potentially. We could maybe try and bring in a house that can get me more troops. Maybe we can marry Stannis to one of the Lannister girls. We can't marry him to Cersei. Make him as miserable as Robert is. Maybe Lyanna could still die in this run. Who knows how this run's going to go, to be honest. So maybe we look to marry Stannis to who? Who's going to give me the most stuff here? So Prestige, the Lannisters definitely. Alliance Powers could marry him to a Hightower potentially. Because the marriage to Selyse actually didn't. So the Lannisters that are available to us, I'm just trying to think if I can bring Tywin into the war earlier. It's the descendants of Jason Lannister. There's just so many damn Lannisters. If you get there's the Lannisters of actually Lannisport as well. They kind of gloss over in the show that the Freys have like a really strong alliance with the Lannisters. So it would be from this Jason Lannister's line. So it basically seems like none of the Lannisters girls will result in an alliance, so maybe we're better off going with one of the Hightower girls. We can get potentially 11,000 there. Do we have anyone else down here? Oh, we've got Ashara Dane, Jon Snow's mum. Some people still think that in the fandom. I think you're a bit silly if you believe that. Okay, I think a smart and shrewd play would be to marry the Lady Leia Hightower, which is going to bring 12,000 soldiers. She is one of the daughters of Leighton Hightower. She's quite a good character in her own right. So let's send off that marriage proposal, get Stannis married off. For some reason, Maya Stone is in the Vale. Well, it makes sense. Her mother is Anya, so we're going to invite her to court. And also Renly is currently under the Lord Estamont, so let's bring him into the court as well. Okay, we can request a loan from the Iron Bank. We're not going to do that. We can choose a patron aspect. Create a new Faith of the Seven. That sounds like something Bobby B would do. Following after Henry VIII. Let's make our own faith. Okay, right, so we can choose a patron. The father, the mother, the warrior, the smith, the maiden, the crone, and the stranger. It's interesting that of all the religions in Westeros, the Faith of the Seven doesn't seem to have, like, omnipotent lords or, like, having gods like manifest themselves in Westeros. Like we've got the Lord of Light, we've got the old gods, but the Faith of the Seven always is quite quiet. Yeah, I think Bobby B is the warrior incarnate. He will be the patron. Alright, choose a lifestyle. Well, whatever lifestyle Beth is, or Bertha or whatever her name is. Bessie. Let's choose her as a lifestyle. Alright, I think we'll go with Marshall and strategic focus. I think that's makes sense for Bobby B. How is he looking? 11 diplomacy average, 24 martial, stewardship terrible, intrigue poor, learning poor. Alright, so... Okay, we can go against some of the... Is that a triarchy member? Yeah. Why would I look to do that? Stannis can get married off, so we've already done that. We can negotiate an alliance with Estamont, who is my grandfather. So let's negotiate that. I've also got too few knights, apparently, so let's look to try and bring as many of them in as we can. Okay, how is the Baratheon family tree looking like at the moment anyway? So there's currently 5 living members. So Hubert Baratheon is 68. We could look to quickly marry him off. And then we've got the Estamonts as well. The turtles. I do love that in George's hat that he has a turtle. House Turtle. I really like House Estamont, to be honest. Look, you know what? Maybe we try and marry off Sir Robert Baratheon, my uncle, to Sorella Lannister. So, that's the cousin of Tywin. That could be a potential option for him. So he's my great uncle. So let's do that. She is the child of Lord Jason. Let's fire that off. Make sure it's not being born into House Lannister. Okay. So we've got 27,000. So Robert Baratheon is our Hand of the King. Am I happy with all this? We probably could look to change it, to be honest, at some point. So already, Lord Edric of Blackhaven seems to be better. It's gonna... Reshuffling this now is gonna be an issue, isn't it? Alright, so looks like Lord Julian Swan is our Chancellor. Selwyn Tarth, father of Brienne, is our Steward. Gwaine Wild is our Master of Arms. Renly Mertens is our Spy Master. Lord Stefford Penrose is our Admiral, and it looks like Lord Orson is our Septon. Decisions-wise, we can take a loan from the Iron Bank, and we could scrape the barrel if we need to. Invite knights. This is all fine, we don't need to do this. And we can hold court at a later date. Alright, let's try and win this war against House Targaryen and bring down the House of the Dragon. So, the Mad King Aerys is in charge. We might actually be better off to keep him in charge because he's such a bad leader. It's sometimes better to keep an incompetent leader in charge. We could look to get rid of him, which is like a 95%, but we actually might be better off to try and get rid of Rhaegar. Wait, challenge him to a fight? A non-lethal single combat. Oh, okay. If that was lethal, we might be able to save the realms from, like, going to war. If they were to accept. Okay. Well, let's try and do a scheme against him. Yikes, 5%. Like, if we get rid of the Mad King, Rhaegar could be in charge and then we could have issues. So maybe we start a scheme against him and then can we invite more people to this plot? We look to bribe some of them over, potentially. Not quite. Maybe if the war rages. Okay, it's probably not a bad idea to set a rally point for our army. So there's one here at Storm's End. We can't do it because Robert's already at Goldtown. We need to get to King's Landing as quickly as possible. Can I set it up here or not? Because, no, can we only do it in the Stormlands? Because, can we set it up here? In the Vale? Nah, it's because it's out of our realm. The thing is, do we want to try and waste our time taking Goldtown, or do we want to try and rally the army, try and get to the Iron Throne as quickly as possible and siege it? I think we're better off doing that here. So there's not a rally point there at Storm's End now, because we don't want Stannis to get trapped in there. So let's raise the army, which is going to spawn here. Let's get Bobby B to completely ignore Goldtown, unless there's a law benefit in doing so. I think we try and head south, and let's speed things up, and then try and get the army there as quickly as possible. Nice. So, Lord Leighton Hightower has accepted our proposal. Good. We could deal with those troops. And looks like Tywin's going to accept as well. So, can we make sure we call those banners? Call to war? No, he's already called against us. Oh, that's annoying. Well, that's a bit cringe. That's why I did the alliance. Estamon is going to accept. And Maya and Renly have arrived at our court as well. Alright. So, let's head to, basically to King's Landing as quickly as possible. Wait, have I duped that? Hang on a minute. Is there 2 Stannisters here? There's still a lot. Anyway, let's push to King's Landing. Oh! We're engaging. Where's Bobby? Bobby, get down here! We might be able to turn the tide. Oh. Shit. Okay, looks like the Battle of Visenya Hill's about to happen. I think we found Rhaegar. The air feels brisk and invigorating this morning as I look across the horizon and see the haughty dragon, this bastard's tent blowing in the winds. Smoke blows across the lands between our 2 camps, where battle will soon ensure. I know it in my heart that I'll track down the proud prince in the midst of clamour and drive my hammer into his skull. It's been building to this. Every battle, every skirmish, every dead night has brought us to this point. It's time to make Rhaegar bleed. Oh, here we go. Single combat with Prince Rhaegar Targaryen. For a brief moment, Prince Rhaegar and I pace in lazy half circles, each watching for an opening. I raise my warhammer, ready to defend myself, while he clutches his sword, which is what? It's just Rhaegar's sword. Okay, it's not Valyrian steel or anything. Looks like he's wearing some pretty cool Targ armor though. Only one of us is walking out away from here alive, and I intend it to be me. With a sudden twitch, our bout begins. Rhaegar shifts into a defensive stance, his sword forming a damned near impenetrable wall of perfection parries between me and him. So, better men than you have died trying to break my guard. I will show how I raise my hammer. We can strike. So, expert onslaught. What are we better to do? Confident attack. Strike, parry. I will show you how to raise a hammer. So I guess we just raise it. Or should I strike now? I'm gonna strike. I leap into action, launching a fury of rapid thumps, driving myself hard against Rhaegar's guard, wearing him down with each expertly timed strike. Rhaegar is famed for his ability with the sword. And he reminds me of this with a perfect follow chain of quick slashes, punctured by the occasional terrifying perfect cleave. My form is good, with only small errors, and Rhaegar's stance is incredible. My opponent is still holding off my blows well, but he seems to be closer to faulting. What do I do? Maggot, you can... Is that the best you've got? I'll show you how I raise... So, I guess I raise the hammer. My hammer flows around Rhaegar like water, each strike chaining fluidly. Rhaegar pulls back from every blow, letting me attack without getting another solid hit in. My form is good, small errors. We're evenly matched, with victory balancing on a knife's edge. I could try and intimidate him. He's got better oh no, Bobby's better. Maggot, do you think you can stand against me? Let's allow Bobby to strike again. Nice! I think we got him. Yes! We could have, like, basically, waited a bit. Here we go. My hammer arm moves fast as lightning, and strikes as hard as a sunder stone. Honestly, it's admirable that Rhaegar is able to withstand as many hammer blows as he did, as I rain down on him with all the fury and thunder of Storm's End. It takes a minute or two, but I eventually beat him into a bloody twisted heap. Only then I'm satisfied and do the killing blow. Goodbye, Rhaegar of House Targaryen. Well, looks like the plot worked, I guess. We still might lose outside here, though. So I guess we change this to get rid of Ares. Can I invite Jaime Lannister, please, for the love of God? Was that Thoros of Myr potentially here? Aaron Santagar. To bribe him. Alright, let's see what happens here. Oh, we might still lose, though. During my clash with the Targaryen loyalist at the Battle of Visenya's Shield, Lord Lucas comes before me to offer him his submission of House Fell. We might end up still losing this war. Yep, so we've been defeated by the Targs. Barristan Selmy. Yeah, so although we've gotten rid of Rhaegar, it's still not good. So we need to merge here. There's just too many of them. I guess we try... There's too many here as well. What do we go for then? We just got to get rid of the Mad King. That's going to take 9 months, potentially. Yikes. I guess we just go again. I don't know. Go into the fray. Maybe try and go in a roundabout way here. To see if we get lucky. Okay, so it looks like we might be able to get the Trident's banner. Looks like there are loyalists coming to me. Oh, hang on, we might be... Oh, we're losing there against the Martells. And it looks like another battle's about to happen. Yeah, John Aaron and I've just lost. 62. So although Rhaegar's dead, unless we somehow can get rid of the Mad King, we're probably going to lose this. And it looks like Lord Tywin has come in as well and has chosen a side. So do we look to go to try and go back to King's Landing? Yeah, we're just kind of screwed. Uh-oh. We go back again. And we can't really rush the capital. We got another fight here. The Battle of King's Landing. Lord Hubert passed, unfortunately. Died in battle. Didn't have a child with the Lannister woman. Alright. Oh no, but Stannis has now died in battle. He was slain by Lord Conning... Wait, is that John Connington? Yeah, it is. Oh, poor Stannis. Amidst the chaos that engulfs the urban of King's Landing, I attempt to catch my bearings, and across the field, I see my brother Stannis. Dornish archers are slowly surrounding him, his exhaustion only too clear. The glint of a giant axe catches my eye, and I see Lord John Connington deliver the death blow. No, Stannis the Manus. Killed. And Bobby B has now been imprisoned. Oh no. By Ares as well. Well, I hope this doesn't last long. So be it. And Bobby B has now been sent to the wall. And now I've been deposed. Lord Renly ascends the throne of Storm's End. Okay. So, Bobby B has gone north. Oh, he drowned on his way north. No, wait, no, that's Stefan, sorry. Bobby B has joined the Night's Watch. Right, okay. So ultimately we lost. Although we managed to get rid of Rhaegar. The Mad King now sits the Iron Throne still. We might be able to assassinate him. But Bobby B, Lord Commander of the Night's Watch. With the Lord of Molestown. Okay. So I guess we disband and we play as Lord Renly and see how we go. Because we're still got to deal with the Mad King and bring down the Targs. Alright, well, I think we continue on. I'm kind of curious to see how this alternative timeline and scenario goes, I guess. So we're going to be playing as Lord Renly Baratheon, who is currently 6 and is one of the only living members of House Baratheon. We still have Robert's daughter, Maya. But yeah, let's see how we go. Maybe we can try and seat Renly on the Iron Throne. Book Renly I actually quite like a fair bit. In the show, he's just sort of a weird twink dude. But people forget that Renly in the books is like meant to be the embodiment of Robert. Like, he looks so much like him. Oh, he's even got Robert's armor and hammer. Yeah, maybe we can try and sit Renly on the throne. So currently, Renly Mertens is his region. Okay, so we can probably look to marry him off at some point. So imagine Bobby B being Lord Commander of the Night's Watch. Alright, I'm back. Comes down with the Night's Watch. He might actually become it because he's got the Marshal. I'm surprised that Aerys didn't get rid of him. So Rhaegar's dead. Aerys still sits the Iron Throne. Can we get rid of him? No. Not until we're 14 we can do a plot against him. So Aegon the First is currently the heir. There's still not that many Targaryens. Viserys, Aegon, Rhaenys. So we can still probably get rid of them, and I'm sure people are not going to like him. So let's have a look at the other houses in Westeros. So Doran Martell sits in Dorne. Mace is Lord Paramount in the Reach. Tywin is Lord Paramount of the Westerlands. Edmure Tully is 10, who is currently ruling Riverrun. What happened to Hoster? Hoster was taken out by... Hoster got taken out. Wait, is he the only one that's been, had consequences for this war? Hoster looks like he's taken one for the team. Jon Arryn is still alive. Oh. Only because he's ill. And it looks like... Jeez. House Wine is gonna inherit the Vale. What's going on in the north? Eddard is alive. He hasn't had any children with Catelyn yet. But Lyanna is north. Can Renly marry Lyanna? Because we've still got Benjen here as well, who's married Car Stark woman. Alright, well, let's set up young Renly's court. There's probably not too much we can do, because he is in a regency. Okay. Alright, so we can appoint a council at least. So, jeez. I guess, who do we appoint as... I guess my grandfather as hand. Let's go with Lord Edric Dondarrion, who can be our Chancellor. Lord Alexander Pennylover. So, looks like Gawain. I think a lot of my courtiers probably died. Brendan of House Karen can be the Spy Master. Who can be our Admiral? Richard Horp. Sure. Okay. And there's not really too much we can do. We have no heir, so we're gonna need to try and get one quick. I can't legitimize her, can I? No. Not yet. Oh, jeez. Because we could play as Maya Stone if we need to. Edric Storm isn't born yet, is he? Jeez. Okay. We can declare wars. Why on Edmure? Why do we... Oh, we got some other claims. I was just sort of curious. Tywin. Okay. We can negotiate some alliances with Estamont. So let's try and do that. Alright, let's see if Ares is going to do anything. So those minor alliances are going to go out. We can enter seclusion. Alright, well, let's continue on playing as Renly. Oh, we got an... Well, yeah, we need to disband that. So, Renly, I suppose, is going to make plans and preparations to try and take the Iron Throne. There's not a Targaryen daughter we can marry. Viserys. Oh, Daenerys Stormborn. Oh, she got married off too quick. Damn. Rhaenys has been betrothed as well, so there's no Targ claims we can steal. I can look for a spouse, maybe. Alliance power. What about rank? Should I try and bring the Martells? They have a claim in. I just don't know who to marry Renly off to. I'll have to have a think. Wait, what? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. A child of my dynasty. Oh, no way. How has he done this? Stannis the Manus. From the grave. Getting knocked off by Connington. Wait, is Robert... Oh, wait, why was Robert there in the portrait? Oh, because from here. Oh, so... Lady Hightower. And it's a son as well. So, Renly has an heir. Oh, okay. What do we do? We name you... I think we... Stannis. Stannis leaves the chat. Stannis enters. I miss my brother so much. I'm going to call him... No, I guess we go Oris. Oh, maybe I do call him Stannis. Stannis Baratheon Jr. No, I'm going to do that. That's gonna... Yeah, I gotta call him Stannis 2. Stannis 2? Oh, fuck. Let's call him Stannis Jr. Maybe I'll just go Jr. Stannis Jr. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense, because then I would delineate it, yeah. Alright. Unbelievable. Stannis Jr. Half Hightower as well. Okay, nice. That's unbelievable, actually. Okay, Mace Tyrell wants to talk to me. To the handsome Renly. I would allow Arik to be courtier. Sure. What's even going on in the Reach? So Loras is only 2. Marjorie hasn't been born yet. Okay, so I've just been going around Westeros trying to find a marriage alliance with Renly so we can ultimately take the Iron Throne or establish House Baratheon as one of the strongest houses in Westeros. So we can marry Arianne of Dawn. However, we're going to have to accept that the children born of this marriage will be of the Martell dynasty. That would be ideal. An alliance will form, but we want House Baratheon to continue. There doesn't really seem to be that many Dornish that would form an alliance. I could marry Stannis's widow of the Hightower line. I had a look in the Reach. There's no one really here. Same with the Westerlands. House Tully, but it does look likely that Renly could marry Lyanna Stark. I'm sure Bobby's going to be pissed, but that's something we could do, and an alliance will form, and they'll be of the same house. There's a risk, really? I guess we could use the Martell claim on the Iron Throne, potentially, because there are Targaryens there, but it's such loose blood. There's no Targaryens we can marry into either, from what I can find. There was the option of... Yeah, Elia of Dawn. We could marry Renly to her, but it won't result in an alliance. Yeah. So I think we're better off going with Lyanna. So where is she here? So let's marry Lyanna to Renly. And try and get that marriage sealed off. Okay, so it's actually Queen Rhaella is going to accept. So maybe she's essentially ruling as more of a regent. And Lyanna is only slightly older. Oh, a sick feeling is rising in my stomach. I try to make it back to my chambers. Uh-oh. So, it looks like Renly is having the Daenerys treatment. He's got the possessed trait. Great. Old Renly not doing very well. Yeah, it's kind of disgusting how George R. Martin described Daenerys' bowel movements, which is in the Dothraki Sea. Alright. Renly's now 8. Aerys still sits the Iron Throne. Aegon looks like he's probably going to inherit. But I still ultimately want to bring down House Targaryen if I can. But... wait, where's Robert? Hang on, did he abandon the Night's Watch? Where's Robert? Oh. No, he is there. So... Jantos is Lord Commander. No, he is up there. The background just changed. I was like, it looks like he's in Essos. Is that a Dothraki tent I see? No. Offer tutelage? Sure. Oh, a couple of pop-ups here. Eldon, my uncle, has passed away, unfortunately. And it looks like Aerys has been excommunicated by the faith. And it looks like a pox is spreading in King's Landing. Mysteries of the Seven-Pointed Star. There's so much we don't know and still to learn. So basically, we can find wisdom in books. Humble. Sure. There's so much wisdom that can be found. Lord Renly is now currently 9. Still betrothed to Lyanna Stark of the North. My regent has changed? Interesting. Lord Richard Hope is now the regent. That's okay. He's the master of arms. Served on my Kingsguard in my Stannis playthrough. A scheme at court. Someone's trying to get rid of a random courtier called Colin Karen. I'm not overly too fast. Oh, nice. Alexander Pennylover has managed to find some additional taxes. Okay, so unfortunately Stannis Jr. is sick. Just like other children his age, my nephew Stannis Jr. sometimes lies and tests boundaries. However, he's often avoid suspicion with his sweet demeanor and people always forgive him. I wonder just how much he gets away with. Ooh, okay. So we need to keep an eye on Stannis, my cousin. Stannis Jr. He's charming. Half Hightower. Has she been married off? Oh, okay. And Royce. She currently has a pox. A scheme at court. My spy master has come to me with the discovery. A certain courtier. Oh. Cruella Lannister is scheming against my courtier Colin Coral. Yeah, because she's a Lannister that married my uncle. She's got a bunch of claims. Maybe I need to look to befriend her. Having illegitimate children with her might actually be a smart play. Let the traitor be known. Throw her in jail. Whether or not it's true, I will not accuse her. Yeah, no, let's not do that. I would like to befriend her, if anything. Grant pardon. Sway. I need to be 12, so maybe we look to do that. Because she doesn't have any children, and she's 35. Okay, so it's not too old. Once Renly becomes of age, we're going to be able to do some more political ploys. Aerys is 44. Aegon is now 6th. A secret has been exposed. Okay. So, Josmond is having an affair. 7 hells. It doesn't really affect us that much. Overly. Lord Gillard has accused John... has accused John Connington, an adulterer. Bloody John killed Stannis, my brother. So I'm not overly too fond of him. Okay, looks like Renly is being more indoctrinated into the faith of the Seven. Listen to my words, child. Today I'll tell you about the Seven. Who are the One, the Seven Heavens, the Seven Hells, and even the Lord of the Seven Hells himself. Orson claims, me and the other children are spellbound by Orson's sermon. Okay, so I guess he becomes more fanatical. My belief in the Seven. What do I want? Zealous. Ambitious. What was that about the... yeah, no, I want to go ambitious, if we can. That's better. Regency furthers mandate. Oh, uh-oh. You can pardon her. Cruella Lannister. Because I might try and befriend her. We are in a bit of an issue because we might need to... swing the scales of power. Let's do that. We want to try and eventually become... we don't want Lord Richard Hope to basically be regent over us too much. House Baratheon as well only has 4 living members. So Maya, Stannis Jr., myself, and I guess Bobby, who's in the north. Yeah, he's got a big beard now. So we can't look to legitimize Maya. Can we? No, it doesn't seem that. We could look to marry her off at some point. Same with Stannis. But basically, I think I might try and pardon Cruella Lannister. We'll grant her a pardon. And we'll try and sway her. Maybe have some illegitimate Baratheon children with her, just in case. It might be a smart idea. Because we can't allow House Baratheon to be destroyed. Oh, and as we're saying, my mortal body. Lord, Paramount or Peasant High, no matter. Unfortunately, looks like Renly is sick. Do no more than what is necessary, but it looks like the Maester is going to help young Renly. Another scheme in court. My spy master has come to me. Gawain. I actually don't mind if we lose him in a plot. Oh, I think we did. No, he died of old age. Okay, I've just been looking around Westeros to try and find potential options for Renly's nieces and nephews. So Maya Stone, Robert's daughter, there's a couple options we can marry her off to, and then eventually Stannis Jr. as well. So it looks like Waynwood has taken the Vale, and so this is Alice. So she does have a 7-year-old son, Lord John. So he's of the House Aaron line from here, because I think the other Aaron line has died out. There's always a problem with that. So House Aaron. So we could marry into this with Maya Stone. That might be more sensible and realistic. She is a illegitimate child of the Vale. Or potentially we could go to the Lannisters here. So unfortunately Tyrion died. Jaime sits on the King's Guard. And Cersei does have a son, Farrell Lannister. I imagine the father is Jaime, but she's married Sir Gerald of the Lannisport. So we could potentially have an alliance with the Lannisters this way, because it looks like Farrell Lannister is probably going to be the eventual lord, you would imagine. It's probably going to go down this way, because House Waynwood now rules the Vale, because essentially the line has died out, unfortunately, thanks to Jon. So there are Aarons further back. Yeah, it's a pretty distant line. So do I marry her to... maybe I do that instead. That might be more sensible to the new Lord of the Vale. And he's not going to accept that. So let's send that proposal off. And that should give us an alliance with the Aarons. Because I don't think there's any other claimants. No, nothing crazy. Because you can see the title history as well. So, Robert's rebellion has changed some of the great houses in their positions. Oh, nice. Renly has recovered from his sickness. I'm glad to be feeling well again. Looks like Renly is finding some time to make some friends. Uh-oh. A play date. Artisan sell me. You get a crush on... Yeah, okay. We don't want that to happen. No, we should just be friends. Methinks we're nearly going to be able to start this plot against Aerys. The voice of my liege, King Aerys, drowns on and on as he lectures me on the umpteenth time on the proper ways. He actually kind of likes Renly. So I guess he must have an appointment in King's Landing off and on. Knowledge is the key to the universe. The Mad King still sits the Iron Throne. We're still going to try and do a plot against him. If we can. Soon enough. While passing through the streets, we come across a criminal begging for water. Sure. Let's make him compassionate. Oh, hang on. Oh, this has worked out well. Oh, he's just become 14. I was about to do this plot. There's a new king. Aerys, 47, succumbed to a fatal death. Oh, okay. So now Aegon sits the Iron Throne. Interesting. We can't pursue our own claim. Do we start a plot against young Aegon then? Because there's not many Targs left. Viserys, Daenerys, Rhaenys. Interesting. Yeah, people don't seem to like him. Well, maybe we look to try and get rid of Aegon as well. Let's start this scheme. This is unfortunate. Unfortunately, the plot is making Renly feel guilty. He has guilt and shame. There's a fair few options. I think he must just sort of gain a stiff upper lip and soldier on. Okay, so we've still got that scheme. Varys wants to help against our scheme against Aegon. And he's married to Rhaenys. Could declare a war through one of those claims, maybe. The strain of lying. Let's continue with the plot. Yeah, maybe we just need to, for him to not spend too much time thinking of this. And then I guess we could potentially break the betrothal and marry Rhaenys. Or maybe we let Stannis Jr. marry her. If we're successful in this against King Aegon. If we're quick enough. I don't know. I want to abandon that scheme against the Lannister girl though. An empty throne. It is time to pay a visit to the court. Let's do that. We've kind of neglected it for quite some time. Poor manners. The High Septon is once again being silly in my court. I can side with the commoner if I want to farm essentially more traits with him, but no, he's a Septon and let's not. Okay, so young Lord Edmund is playing with a toy. Bring it to me. Murder in holes. So we can basically allow Joanna to get us to install some secret passages in Storm's End. I would rather not. We've already got that massive problem in the Red Keep where there's secret passages everywhere. So let's not do that. It's probably not a bad idea to decorate Storm's End with some of these court artifacts. So let's put the banner of House Baratheon, the dynasty of House Baratheon, and I think we've got the banner of the trident that Robert managed to steal from House Darry, I guess. Sweet Tooth. If there's anything one King Aegon likes, he's a sweetie, and he's no more. King Aegon son of Rhaegar, has now died, and Queen Rhaenys has now taken the throne. And she looks more of a Westerosi than a Valyrian. So, do we now marry Stannis Jr. to Queen Rhaenys, who is the daughter of Rhaegar and Ariana Martell, or... No, Elia, sorry. Would I break my betrothal, potentially? Okay, I think... we could maybe try and get rid of Viserys now. But the Mad King's gone, Rhaegar's gone, Aegon's gone. No one seemed to like him. We could marry maybe... Stannis to Daenerys. There's only a 5% chance. Why? I guess he's older. Oh, he's currently on Dragonstone with his mother. So they've been quite protected. Interesting. So... Right, okay. Married a Darry in the end. Rhaella. Okay, so Viserys is married Daenerys. Look, I think we still might be able to get a Baratheon. We might be able to get a Stag on the Iron Throne. So let's try and bribe Celtigar here. Just whoever else. Maybe Montfort Velaryon. A Valyrian relation. Rhaenyra. Aemara. Because we're still trying to bring down House Targaryen and put a Baratheon on the throne. But Stannis is now 8. We married we've betrothed Mirestone to the Arryn boy. Okay, so it's shot up to 56%, which is a nice percentile. This scheme has been discovered. Curses. But finally, Renly of House Baratheon has now come of age. At 16, we can now dish out some traits. We can finally choose a lifestyle. He's not like his brother, who is Marshall, but family focus, getting that fertility up. And he can finally marry Lyanna Stark. Should I? I think so, because then we get an alliance in the north. The thing is, we're not going to be able to marry the queen. Maybe we're better off... We're better off going with the father here, though, than the warrior. Look, you know what? He actually might not have a child, because technically Stannis is his heir. Stannis Jr. Because of his proclivities, let's say. He might actually never have a child with Lyanna. So we dismissed the regent. Dermot is going to come down and bend the knee. So if we marry Stannis to the Targaryen girl, who seems more Martell than anything, maybe we can put Stannis on the throne and then potentially play as him. Okay, I think I'm going to do that. So let's talk to Rhaenys and say, hey, how about Stannis Jr.? Stannis might find his way up on the Iron Throne. Junior, that is. So it's only the matrilineal line. So maybe we do that. We get Renly, who is such a shrewd diplomat, has convinced the 12-year-old Rhaenys, daughter of Elia and Rhaegar. She doesn't have that Targaryen blonde hair. And Oberyn, the Red Viper, seems like he's going to accept. And, oh, okay, Lyanna is now pregnant. Okay. So, I guess Stannis is older, so maybe we can still put a Baratheon on the throne. Oh, what? The realm is at war. Lord Tywin has risen up. Couldn't control Aerys. Couldn't control... Rhaegar. So why he's rebelled, so that's just a bit weird. That's annoying that that's done that. I could see like maybe the Starks or the Greyjoy's doing that. So we've got a couple of options. I think we side with Rhaenys Targaryen now because we've just married or we've betrothed Stannis to her. So let's do that. So who has sided with the Lannisters? Oh, Dorne has. So Doran Martell. Interesting. Against his granddaughter. Just a bit weird. Alright, let's rally the banners. Renly wearing Robert's armor. Actually, 20. So who's commanding, not Renly? So Richard Hope is our best commander. And Stannis is now betrothed to the Queen of Westeros, Stannis Jr. So we'll let Horp command. Actually, you know what? Balon is better, so let's go with Selmy. I'm just thinking, though. It actually might be better to get Renly the command, because if we get rid of Renly, we get to play as Stannis. And then he sits the Iron Throne. Oh! So, Lyanna Stark has had a child with Renly. What options have we got? Ancestor. Do we just name him Robert Baratheon? After my brother? Who, although Strong Storm has taken the black, I guess we could still name him after Robert. My beloved brother. I still don't know how they were able to convince Aerys to let him take the black. Hoster Tully basically took the fall. Took one for the team. Alright, let's move down and try and intercept. And so Rhaenys wants to give me a position. We'll allow the Baratheon army to engage the Dornish. Maybe I let... You know what? Maybe I command. It is risky. Like, what's Renly's command? Like 13. Maybe we just do it. I can't see us losing this war because of bigger army diplomacy. Like, what are the Lannisters doing? Trying to be a free and independent Kingdom of the Rock? I still have a grudge against the Lannisters. They did side against the Baratheons in Robert's rebellion at the last moment. But 80,000 Crown Loyalists are around to deal with the Lannisters here. Okay. Because I guess they still haven't been seated at the Iron Throne, and ultimately, although they helped, I guess the Targaryens sided with the Baratheons in the end. Rather than in the Game of Thrones timeline of putting the Lannisters on the throne. The Martells are helping them out, though, as well. 20,000. So maybe the Dornish want their independence along with the Westerlands. They were kings of the Rock at one point. Alright, let's move back because the Tyrells, the Targaryen army. So it seems like Viserys now knows about the plot and it's ended. So unfortunately, we're not going to be able to get rid of him, but I think it's fine because I don't think he's going to inherit. Alright, looks like the Martells have just pushed to the Blackwater and have been cut off and surrounded. So it's 57% now. Do we look to march to the Westerlands through the Golden Tooth and try and take Casterly Rock? We probably don't need to go down to Dorne. Looks like Doran Martell has been captured. But it's kind of great to see a dark-haired Targaryen sit the throne. Maybe that's why they wanted to rebel. She seems more Dornish than Targaryen, so I think I'd much rather a Dornish woman rather than a High Valyrian sit on the throne. Okay, let's move to Casterly Rock. We have 24,000 Stormlanders with Renly. And we should be able to besiege it. Alright. We're going to try and assault the fort. 51%. We've crushed the Dornish army. Unless the Lannisters come out of nowhere. We should be good. But so far, it's a win-win. Oh, okay. So, a child's dream. Lord Stannis wants to join the Queen's Guard. What? He's betrothed to the Queen of Westeros. Why would he want to do that? By all means, little one. No, your duty becomes to your family and your duty to the crown. I guess I could allow him to join the King's or Queen's Guard. No. Be king. Stannis Jr. Alright. Renly's besieging Casterly Rock. Just need to wait for this percentile to get a little bit high, and then we can siege it. And assault the fort properly. 65%. Just checking if any armies are nearby. Nope, not that I can see. Still, we have 20,000 Stormlanders here under Renly. Not the biggest commander, not the best commander, so maybe it's taking a little bit of time, but I guess we're farming traits with him. Let's drop to 20,000 now. Oh, where did that come from? Okay, no, we're winning, and then we weren't. Oh, no. Still 77%. Renly's lost. Oh, no. So Robert's born, so I guess we play as him if we lose. Oh, my God. Renly's army just got annihilated. I can't see us losing. Okay, so now the armies are coming over. The Ironwoods. The Targaryen host. Right, can we go back now? So Renly's just not happy. So maybe he looks a bit better with a new cloak. Right, we've won that there. Can we defeat Tywin and the boys? Nice. Looks like the Martells are going to have an army crushed. It's hit the 80 percentile. Now we're going to go back this time with 10,000. Winning another host. Okay, let's reset this siege. Looks like Robert is becoming a troublemaker, just like his uncle. His namesake. 99. It's 100 now. So they're about to capitulate. The Lannisters have been defeated. Rhaenys, son of Rhaegar, daughter of Rhaegar, and Elia has now imprisoned Lord Tywin. What's going to happen to him? It's going to be interesting. But so be it. Lord Tywin! Oh, he's been forced to take the black. Tywin Lannister, what are you doing up here? Bobby B and him hanging out at the wall. Oh my god, this is unbelievable. Stannis is ill, but he just needs to survive a little bit longer. Ideally. Prince Viserys is still the heir. Okay, so we have an empty councillor position. Let's assign Aemon Estamont as my chancellor, Brynden as my spy, and Corn as I'm a master of ships. So let's go with Thorfinn there. Alright, cool. Greetings. They want Renly to become Master of Arms. Sure, I'll take that. I'll take that position. He's quite a shrewd diplomat. So, Daenerys and Viserys still live. Okay, Selwyn Tarth wants to come and bend the knee and pay homage of the Sapphire Isle. I hope he brings sapphires, but he doesn't have any. Okay, so it looks like Maya Stone can marry Lord John, who kind of looks like handsome Shrek. I'm not going to lie. Of House Waynwood, who rules the Vale now. Interesting. Okay, so Renly's had a daughter as well, so let's call her Kasana Baratheon after his mother. And just skipping ahead now, finally Stannis, fast forwarding 2 years of age, Stannis Jr. will marry Queen Rhaenys Targaryen. And Stannis now sits the Iron Throne. King Stannis Jr., that is. Okay, wow. So, I guess we finally put a Baratheon on the throne. It took a little way around. But Maya now sits on the Iron Throne. Bobby B sits on the wall. Renly now controls Storm's End with children and Lyanna Stark. Everyone's happy but Stannis, who's dead. Who got killed by Jon Con. Oh, wow. But, oh, wow. The Crowned Stag as well. What's that? What else is going on? Arianne rules Dawn. Willis rules the Reach. Feral Lannister. Okay, so daughter, his mother is Cersei. It's probably Jaime's his father. Handsome Shrek rules the Vale. What's going on in the north? Eddard rules there with all these children. And Lyanna. Sits in the Stormlands. Jontis is the Lord Commander. Does, like, Bobby? No, Bobby doesn't control any of the castles. What about Tywin? What's he doing up on the wall? Does he have any positions? No, he died, unfortunately. Died in a snowstorm north of the wall. And then we've got Daenerys and Viserys hiding out in Dragonstone. I'm sure that won't cause any issues. But it looks like we're probably going to breed House Targaryen out with Baratheon and Dornish blood. But anyway, probably going to wrap things up here. Thank you very much for watching. Wow, what a crazy turn of events. Robert's rebellion to Renly's rule. So let me know if you would like to see the continuation of this campaign. Maybe we play as Stannis Jr. if anything was to happen to Renly and his children, or maybe we start a new campaign playing as someone else. Hopefully you've enjoyed today's video. I've had an absolute blast here. Like and subscribe, all that good YouTube stuff. Make sure to take care of yourselves. Have a fantastic rest of your day. My name has been Simpzy. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much.